So let me try to explain to you who you're dealing with, as you seem to have no idea. First, the drones of extraterrestrial nature. You're dealing with technology that's billions, I'm saying billions of years ahead of anything you can imagine. In other words, there is no technology on this planet capable of confronting something billions of years advanced. You will never bring down an extraterrestrial equipment or drone, as they call it. So now I'll explain it because I know the ETs very well. I know every equipment they use. They've given me incredible lessons. The source of control for these drones, listen carefully, does not reside on the physical plane. The operational source control of these drones is located in the very high astral dimension. In other words, it's from the realm of the dead. They can operate these drones from far away in the orbit of Saturn, where the Federation's mothership is located. That mothership can house 1 billion extraterrestrials inside. You have no idea of the level of technology involved here. And what we're dealing with are two categories: unmanned drones like these glowing orbs and actual extraterrestrial spacecraft manned by real ETs. You need to separate the two. The manned ships are larger, around 30 meters in diameter, while their drones are smaller, around 1 to 1.5 meters, varying in size. The first thing you need to understand is that over there, on the astral plane or on the astral plane at the Federation's mothership, which can also densify and become detectable by radar, then vanish again, disappearing from sight because it's on the plane of the dead, it's as if the dead were operating from an astral base in astral cities. And from there, they would be controlling the manifestation of technology here on the physical plane. Here is the physical plane of Earth, and here we are, okay, on the surface. Now, let's think about the astral plane over here. Let's not think very far away. Let's suppose that here we have an ET operational base, right? An operational base of the ETs. Man, this base has such sophisticated equipment, all those things. From there, pay attention. They're going to do the following. They have a machine there that they tried to translate. I tried to translate it into our language, their machine. So I'm going to use a language that's more familiar to us. Look, pay attention. Variable density 3D. Holographic projector. So what does it do? It's there in the world of the dead, there in spirit, and all these command personnel prepare an intervention project on the surface to prepare humanity and so on. So these guys here, they can choose any point on Earth, anywhere on Earth, and they're going to activate it, they're going to project it, pay attention, they're going to make it appear in the sky. It doesn't come flying from anywhere, they can simply make a luminous orb appear out of nowhere in the sky, and that orb is there shining, okay? So, do you know what this orb is? Pay attention. Look, see this little green light I projected here? So, you can't see my hand, but it's here like the ETs in the invisible astral plane. And it works like this. When they make a small movement with the projector over there, this light moves at millions of kilometers per hour here. And it's funny because we start chasing this thing, right? The plane is approaching, and suddenly it turns off, disappears. Then it lights up again, this time behind the plane. It's like when you play with a cat and a laser pointer, making it chase the dot. Same thing. They're playing with us. We're the cats trying to catch their little dot. This here is a variable density holographic projector. When it becomes semi-dense, it can pass through walls, objects, or even a plane, because it has variable density. So if a fighter jet shoots at it, what do you think happens? The bullet just passes through it and keeps going. Nothing happens, it just stays there glowing. You don't know where the operators are or who's operating it. Well, now I'm going to share some information with you about what these drones actually do. They can turn on like 50 orbs, 30, 20. They always play around like that. They also do this trick where this orb splits into 3. And the people think it's a mothership sending out smaller crafts, but it's not. It's all a program in their little computer over there. They divide it into 3, and then one goes this way, another goes that way, and the third goes somewhere else. Alright, so what else can this drone do besides materializing here and moving around? Flies, 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 flies. They can give it any density or shape they want, make it triangular, give it a metallic texture, whatever they feel like. They can make it any color they want too, blue, green, white, or golden. Just like you choose colors on your computer when doing special effects. And you can move it however you want. That's what they're doing, moving it with their advanced tech. This is all controlled by a computer. The holographic point moves as programmed by their AI.
E é uma inteligência artificial trabalhando. Você faz um programa, ele vai, onde eles querem.
It's a demonstration for our civilization, and governments have known about this since the 1950s. They've always hidden it from humanity. They know what these UFOs are, but they have no control over them. They're not even sure what they are. They're just not too scared because, so far, none of these objects have posed any risk or danger. They've never harmed or attacked anyone. That's why they're calm about it. They know it's not a threat. Now, I'm going to show you every aspect of what I've lived with my little buddies, the Greys ETs. If they wanted to, in the case of a fighter jet chasing the drone, they could make one of these drones more dense and let it crash into a fighter jet and explode it. That's because the drone would turn into a projectile, and if the density was too high it would explode the plane. The ETs told me about this possibility. But they're not interested in confrontation with humanity. Our extraterrestrial friends don't want any conflict. They want to show they exist and prepare humanity for something much bigger that will come. There's a lot coming. Some good things and some bad things, and they're about to come at the same time. They're warning us for these events. Alright, so what else can this drone do? Here's something that'll surprise you. A drone up there in the sky can scan everything below it. It reads the thoughts of all the people beneath it, millions or thousands of people, and sends the data to their computer for analysis. They assess emotions, fear, curiosity, confusion, everything. They're evaluating the psychological and humanitarian impact on everyone. They're not just appearing for fun. They're gathering critical data to plan their next moves.
Eles estão lendo isso aí também, eles não estão aparecendo só para questionar, eles têm leituras importantes para eles planejarem os próximos passos das suas ações.
So these drones aren't just a game of lights in the sky. It's a level of technology you can't even imagine. Just like we film things here, they're not only capturing images, they're capturing your thoughts, your feelings, everything. They know what a soldier is thinking, whether he's about to shoot, everything. Some people even try shooting at these drones, but nothing happens. Bullets don't affect them. The drones that look the most alien are the spherical ones, not the ones with red and blue blinking lights pretending to be planes. Those are the ones most like human-made drones.
São aqueles de bolas luminosas, não é aquele que fica luzinha piscando, azul, branca, vermelha, sabe? Isso aí é os que parecem mais drones humanos.
I'm going to tell you something you don't know. They gather all this information, but if they wanted to, these drones could be 100% invisible. They could enter your house, scan your thoughts, and leave without anyone noticing. They work from the spiritual dimension. They're making it a point of focus for mass interest because they want to.
Todos vocês, o pensamento de todos vocês saía e ninguém via nada, porque eles estão operando nas dimensões espirituais. Eles só estão fazendo esse drone virar foco de atenção embaixo da massa porque eles o querem. Tá vendo com quem vocês estão lidando?
Can you see who you're dealing with? You're dealing with a force billions of years ahead of any technology we can imagine. They can infiltrate the Pentagon, any place, with these invisible drones, gather all the intel they need, and leave without anyone knowing.
Pesquisa tudo e ninguém está sabendo que eles fizeram essa espionagem invisível. E eles fazem essas
And they do this cat and mouse play. When a Navy fighter jet pilot goes after a UFO, they can make it shaped like discs or something else they fly. That drone is reading the pilot's mind. The drone knows if the pilot will shoot or not. That drone is also connected to the Navy's aircraft carrier and monitoring the command center. They know the admiral's orders before they're even given. If the pilot fires, the drone detects the missile before it's launched and performs maneuvers to avoid it. If it's a manned UFO, it runs away so fast that the projectile couldn't catch it. They detect everything. They detect even the pilot's intention of shooting a missile. And it makes incredible maneuvers. Our missiles can't reach it. Our air-air missiles have a low speed compared to them.
Eles estão detectando tudo. Eles detectam na hora que o cara tira um míssil, eles detectam a intenção do piloto de tirar um míssil. E faz manobras incríveis. O nosso míssil não vai atingir. Os nossos mísseis têm velocidade muito baixa. Né? Os RR.